Today is 10/14/2018. My name is Alicia Joseph Marino, 40988. This is for course ID LHE27007V2, Assignment 6, Development Enrollment Plan. So we are going to focus on the online program at Pace University. And I'm addressing the Board of Trustees, Vice President, CFO, President. And the reason we're meeting is because since the online program at Pace launched, which is on 2013, today is 2018, and we have not been successful. Moving forward, we're going to try to discuss what we need to implement and what we need to discuss. This presentation is going to cover all areas. For example, the traditional way of enrollment management in higher education, which Pace has, where you go to the office of OSAR, pay your bill, you go financial aid. If you have a financial aid problem, you have to go to financial aid department. And if you need to meet with your student advisor, you have to go to student advising. If you need admissions, you have to go to admissions. So what we're trying to do is move away from the separate entity and try to create one-stop shop where students can get all their answers. And we're going to move away from traditional and moving to a new form of implementing services. And we're going to start with strategic enrollment management, which means is that we incorporate all these little integrated offices and we create it into one unique unit that correlate with each other to answer students' questions and success. And anyone should be able to answer any department's questions pertaining to students' account. So we're going to talk about, since we touched a little bit on SEM, we're going to talk about the importance of understanding the micro and the macro and how it plays into strategic enrollment in higher education. And for micro of strategic enrollment, we need to use that in terms it means raising revenue. And that means marketing, branding, and advertising. And we are in a gold mine because we're in New York City. It's very competitive as well, but we're in a position where we can tap into a huge market locally. And that's 8.5 million residents in New York City alone, not counting out of state, not counting international. And using the strategic marketing as a transparency, it's important to be honest of what we are putting out there. So, one way, it's another way, micro-strategic is another way of saying it's revenue. We can create revenue. And this is one aspect we can create revenue. The other aspect of strategic enrollment is the macro aspect. And that's very key. And if we're going to do an e-learning environment in an e-classroom, we need to have a friendly user-based technology that is advanced to meet the student's need by providing aid and services that's potential to our students, especially those who are like the key brand of the marketing of what we started out with iPace, because this is not new, but we're trying to make this new venture that's created to work for us. And the reason why it's not being successful is some of the issues are why that impact the iPace online program is the issues that it's limiting the students that have 60 credits of undergrad. Very few undergrads who now complete their degrees because either they get pregnant, some family died, just can't afford it, they have to work. Something impact their lives, and some never even made it to second year. So we have a big market to tap into. So we need to expand that area. The limiting part aspect of the number of credit transferred for undergrad, that is difficult to hold. Then limited staff and lack of technique. Limited services spread after hours to support students. And that means support that students need. And we need to think of ways to improve technology service and so forth for our students. And that's limited. In terms of the hours that's available is 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Then there's the solution that would enhance IP. Oh. My name is Alicia Marino, 4988. It's October 14, 2018, and this is course LHE 7007V2, assignment 6. And this is my mentor is Dr. David Reddy. And this presentation will be discussing how to improve enrollment management for the I-PACE plan, enrollment management, for a 3-year plan for the I-PACE program, and which was implemented in 2013. But the reason we're assessing this online program is to evaluate the critical problem of the program, which is it's not successful. And in doing so, we're going to talk briefly about 2 aspects of strategic and enrollment management. And PACE has the traditional enrollment management where we have bursar, financial aid, admissions, student advising, all in separate departments. However, moving away from the tradition into strategic enrollment management, which is SEM, which is a staff, which is greater than the average. Which is greater than the traditional role, which we're putting all these departments to work together to make a successful admission process. However, we're going to talk about what is the micro and macro and how it plays in strategic enrollment. The micro of strategic enrollment management has marketing and the ability to generate revenue. And the reason I say generate revenue is because we're in New York City. We have 8.5 million residents in New York City alone, not counting out of state within the 50 states. And international students. So we have a huge market we can tap into. And then that means marketing, using the strategic and marketing, with transparency is the key. Then the other aspect is the macro of strategic enrollment management, and that is the e-learning environment. The web page gotta be user-friendly. And we have to provide aids and support and services to our students. So that is key, and that's what we have to provide. Then there is, what is the issue that impact I-PACE online program? And the issues are 2. I came up with 2 problems. 2 is a limited credit transfer, which is 60 credits, which means you have to be a sophomore standing in order to be accepted in a I-PACE program. And technically, let's be for real. How many students you know drop at the sophomore level? Most of them drop before that because either they get pregnant or it's a family issue or debt in the family. Something comes up and they can't complete. their program. Number 2, staff and technology. It's very important to provide services. And if you have limited services and support, tech, lab, academic support, it's going to impact the success of this program. So in order to talk about the success program, this iPace program, online program, there is that solution. We should enhance the how can we do that? And looking at Henderson 2017, talk about recruiting and marketing, admissions, orientation, financial support, classroom engagement, academic support, co-curricular engagement, retention, and degree goal and attainment. These are key goals to student success. And being that said, we need to evaluate, and we have evaluated, and we came up with a solution for the online iPace brand. And that is discount price. Discount the iPace dramatically, so that way there's a difference between the classroom and the online. Number 2, provide more services and support and at a longer time period, because people work from 8 to 4, 10 to 4. So we need to create services from 10 a.m. till, let's say, 9 p.m. And that gives people time to reach out to a counselor or advisor, or better yet, any lab support, technical support. They can't do it. You need people with experience to work with students online. Then there's the next, providing the services and increasing, also making databases and providing services that students can get online for students, like the library databases, better academic research material. Raising funds by writing grants and soliciting alumni. And this having full-time staff and faculty that can work online from home, people who can use technology from home. And this will, in fact, increase our pace and the enrollment process and the success to our students. That being said, having all these little programs and implementing these steps will increase revenue, will increase students accepting or entering into iPace program. We need to change and offer more programs besides the 3 academic programs you have there, which is one is technology, one is arts and science, and one is management. So you need more academic program that's going to help students succeed. I hope you do take this into advisement. Board of Trustees, Vice VP, President, Provost, and thank you for your time for listening.